happening, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ashir117, and I'm your friendly neighborhood Assyrian gamer. Today is another review. This is actually on another Elgato product. It's the standard mic arm that they have. One of the so something basic I didn't get to say last time on the last video is that as of recording of this video, there's actually now two separate bundles that you can buy from Elgato when you wanna, if you wanna actually get the mic. Let me pull that up. Yeah. So as you can tell, this is essentially the bundle that I purchased for the mic. At the time, they didn't actually have this bundle, but this bundle essentially gives you pretty much what you see here, which is essentially the mic, the buffer, the stabilizer, and obviously with the mic itself comes with the stand, and with this new bundle, you get the mic arm, as you can obviously tell. So I obviously waited for a while to get the mic arm. Now, I had actually checked Amazon just in case for another purpose, for another arm. And this particular arm right now is out of stock. So, warning ahead, if you do decide to want to order this bundle, it might take a little longer. So, with that being said, let's check out the new arm. So, I bought this one actually, just a little confession. I bought it actually to mount my camera on it. My initial understanding was that it was going to be kind of like this one, but obviously more the upright instead of horizontal. This one, and much like any other mic arm, you know that most of them are usually spring, and it's the weight of the mic itself that usually kind of holds them, and you can obviously gauge them. So this one, we're gonna have to basically see what kind of arm it is. So I'm basically opening it up with you as I'm, as I'm recording this video. Let me put this back so I don't knock it out. Yeah. This is the suspension boom arm. Your typical type of mic arm. For ease of unpacking or boxing this, I've obviously already slit the tape on there. All right. Nope. So your typical mic arm will come basically with the clamp and the arm itself, and usually a couple different adapters, mainly just to on this end, basically, where you need to sometimes some of the mics obviously have different size screws, and i.e. where the adapters come in. As you can obviously tell, basically each one's usually different size. So sorry, it's not focusing, but yeah, you get the nice tiny little Allen wrench. So lower reference basically wise, like when I got this arm that I have right now, the reason I like it is it's not a horizontal one. One of the biggest reason is that as I explained in the last video, the way my desk is shaped, the way it's designed, on the bottom of the wood, there's a metal plate underneath it where it gives it support to the actual tabletop part of it. And it prevents basically the clamp to actually holding onto for your atypical type of clamp. So anywhere on the desk, because my desk is an L shaped. So here or on this side over here, I wouldn't be able to clamp it. On the corner end of it, there is actually a space to where obviously the arm doesn't go all the way. So, i.e., where actually you don't see it. But if you watch the last video, it actually goes all the way at the corner where my two monitors, two of the three monitors, I should say, are actually ending on there. So yeah, this one's kind of interesting because if you've ever been on the Elgato website, this actually the showcase for this arm goes essentially towering over sometimes over the monitors. Now, depending on how you have your monitor set up, that could work and that could not work. I've actually done some measurements on this before I bought it, and the measurement is basically how tall, like how high at least are my monitors suspended. This alone with the clamp and the arm would actually tower over even mine. Yeah, and it'll actually be to where it can actually tower over the my monitors, as you'll be able to tell right now when I flip the camera. As you can tell right now, that's the back of my rig, and all these three monitors are 32 inches. That's the suspension boom right now. It's towering over my monitors. Sorry for the camera work. That's the extension rod with the whole entire boom. Yeah. That's the low profile right there next to it. Both of these monitors are 32 inches. But you can also obviously tell that it's just towering over it. You can just bend it over. The mic would be right there and you'd be good. So even if something big as my rig, camera. Yeah, as you saw right now, as you just saw recently, I showed you basically how the back of my desk looks. Yeah, so like I said, I did the measurements, and this actually, even if you have something, and my setup is pretty huge. If you have something as big as mine, this will still, like, see, sorry. Oops, sorry, I can't, apparently my camera placement isn't good. This will actually tower even over it. And this is just from the bottom of the desk all the way on top of my monitor. So if you are going to use it, for example, just like for the mic and everything, perfect. Because like I said, my setup is actually pretty huge. And if it can tower over that, then you got it pretty good. I mean, you can't complain about that, obviously. Right away, basically, when I pull it up right now, it's a lot different than the low profile one. It's your atypical, basically, mic arm to where it has a spring on there. Yep, the clamp, as usual. Your typical clamp. That's pretty standard because even the low profile mic has basically the same type of clamp. It's pretty sturdy, actually. You can't feel it, but it's actually pretty hefty. So pretty good if you're worried, you know, like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be flimsy or not. No, trust me, it is not flimsy. This one in particular also comes with attachment that you actually put where the mic would be over here, and so yeah, so you can't tell basically over here, but there's an actual hole here where there's a notch here, right there. Yep, to where this actually goes onto that hole, and it actually, this is pretty heavy. It's pretty hefty. It gives it a little bit of weight, so it helps the mic on there. Depending on top of what type of mic you have, because this one over here is actually pretty light in comparison to even my previous mic that I used to use, which was a Razer Siren. Now, I'm not sure what kind of mic some people might have. My buddy, for example, Kukokobo, another fine YouTuber, he actually did a review on the low profile mic. I actually put the link on his video on my previous video when I was doing the review on the mic and the finished product with the arm itself, and he does a more extensive review on the arm itself and a little bit more little bit more, intimate review of the arm than I did, obviously. Right away, like I said, from just opening this box, you can tell basically this is a totally different arm than the low profile one. Different in the sense that it's obviously not it, but also at the same time that it's a atypical type of arm to where I can also feel it right now because every time I press on it, you can tell the spring basically is pushing back on it. The strap on here isn't to basically make it look nice, it's actually to hold it together, which I'll be opening in just a second. Yeah. This, like I said, actually, for example, if you just want me to showcase this, when you put the clamp basically on the table, my hands on the table now, you essentially just put the extension right on top. That's another beauty thing about these products. So the arm that I have right now, literally the first top part where it holds the mic actually just slides in just like this. There's no actual mechanism for you to lock, to kind of lock it in so it won't fall off. And you don't even have to worry about that because the arm itself is actually weighed in to where it'll just fall in and it just stays there. Same goes actually the other arm attached to the clamp for the low profile. It basically just kind of slides in. Same goes for this one too, actually. This arm literally will just slide in and you're good to go. It actually holds in perfectly. The weight of the arm itself just stays on there. Again, it's not the arm itself or the type. The reason I didn't get this, otherwise I would have actually gotten this one over this one, because this one right now, like I said, it's out of stock again. This one is still in stock right now. If you're obviously not in the same boat as me with your obviously desk not having the same issue design to where like it prevents it from the clamp actually going all the way. So let me actually explain to you what I mean by that. So this is a clamp, and let me put this out of the way so you can see it. So you can tell. If you notice the camera shaking right now, I'm trying to basically push it. So yeah, there's a metal here literally preventing me from going all the way. So it literally just goes barely that much. Not to mention there was myriad different other reasons. The previous mic arm that I had on here, I could, for example, put it on here, but we got in the way when I would put my mic anywhere. It would just get in the way every time. This actually, it lives up to the name of low profile. It's not getting in the way of anything. Even though I have it right in front of me right now, I can still literally be typing on my keyboard without having it even hindering whatsoever. So for me personally, at least my situation, this works out beautifully. This again, like I said, isn't necessarily a bad product. Just in my situation, unfortunately, right now, it wouldn't actually work out. I did, like I said, I did the measurements. If I actually hadn't gotten this over this low profile one, it would still actually work out because, like I said, just putting it on the desk and with the extension arm, it would tower over my monitors and the mic would be essentially over my head instead of actually being right in front of me. Does that make me want to change the low profile? No. I actually like the look of the design of the low profile where it just kind of hides literally right underneath my two monitors. This one, essentially, if I had gotten it, I would probably be just as happy because at least the mic would be essentially right on top of me and just out of the way as well. So that being said, honestly, at this point right now, I took so much time to basically waiting for order for this arm that there would be no reason for me to actually change it with this one. Again, nothing wrong with it. Another thing that I've noticed actually about this is there's a lot more metal construction onto the low profile than there is on this one. Not necessarily a bad thing. This one has these rubber pieces on here, on top and on here. And it looks like it's, yeah, they basically built channels on there to where you can feed the cable right through it and feed it right through here and to basically, wherever obviously your connection would be on there for power and among other things, obviously. So as expected, it's your typical mic arm. So if you were obviously to use it, it would be essentially right here and blah blah blah. You can tell obviously this thing's humongous. Yeah, so it's sitting on my lap right now, and like the mic arm is yeah, it's it towers over it. Uh, Honestly, I really don't see anything wrong with it. The construction of it, like I said, is a lot different than your low profile one. You are looking forward to the low profile one again. As of now, recording of this video, as far as I can tell, is that the um, supply of that item right now is low. Uh, if that's the case, I'm sorry, but you'll have to wait basically on that. You can actually get it from Amazon and Elgato. Elgato actually gives you the option of basically buying it from Amazon, which really doesn't mean that much because I'll be paying the same and you'll still have to wait. I actually got this with paying with Amazon mainly due to the fact that I got an Amazon account and I could just basically get it from there. But yeah, other than that, I mean, like I said, the arm itself is actually pretty sturdy. I like the different options basically that they actually give you an extra weight on there to put on there just in case if your mic itself obviously isn't that heavy, much like this one over here. And but yeah, I like the design of it. It's a lot different than the low profile. Other than that, like I said, it's your atypical type of boom. It basically towers over and everything, as you obviously saw earlier in the video. And you can obviously go many different ways on this instead of just actually having. Sorry, trying to adjust myself. As you can obviously, go many different ways on that. Whether basically depending on your situation and how obviously your rig is set up, unlike mine, for example. One of the things I would say is think ahead, because honestly for me, I'll be honest with you, when I set up basically the desk, when I bought the desk, I honestly wasn't thinking ahead with the clamp. I got lucky essentially with Elgato coming out with the low profile arm, and it helped me out honestly. Me particular too, when it comes to stuff unique like the low profile, I normally gravitate towards that. I honestly highly recommend this one too, because if I hadn't gone the low profile, this would be my go-to, because as you can obviously tell that it towers literally even over my rig, and this is just your standard, like your standard essentially. And if you've noticed too, you can actually put this, I don't know if you actually even would want to or not, but you can actually put this, for example, if you have a setup to where you have two monitors, you can actually clamp it on one of the arms and just basically bring down your mic when you need to. Leave it up afterwards. I highly recommend basically this because, like I said, the construction on it is pretty good. It's not bad. It's actually very sturdy. Any other questions you have, please leave them in the comments. I'll be more than happy to comment back. Input or otherwise, if I've forgotten something, please let me know. I would love to basically talk about this. I haven't actually gotten the chance to actually advertise this now, but I do have a Discord server that you're more than welcome to join it. I'll leave the link to it on the description. Please invite anyone else you want, discussion-wise, if you want basically a place to where you can actually talk to other people, or even if you want to basically bring your friends and have a place to where you want to have a chat party for games or otherwise, anything, you're more than welcome to join the server. I'm usually there. Most of my friends are there too. If I'm there, you're more than welcome to ask me any questions, suggest anything from me. Please, feel free. I'm not I'm not more usually like above other people or not. I'm just a gamer just like you. No different, no otherwise. I'm just your atypical geek. With that being said, please like, share, comment. Honestly, even if you want to, just the fact that you're watching my video, I'm more than happy and thankful for that. If you'd like to see more of my videos, please subscribe. With that being said, live long, stay geeky.